Welcome to another episode of Indium's Quick Fix Hacks. Today, we are going to learn how to encrypt sensitive data and use it in test automation.
In this demo recording, we will see how we mask sensitive data using our encryption utility and then use that encrypted data into our automation script. We will also have a look at the logs and the report generated during the execution, and we will verify whether any sensitive data is displayed in the log or not, or in the report. First, I would like to give an introduction of how we do this encryption and how we use this encrypted data in our automation script. As we see in this flow diagram, what we do initially is we take a sample test data like the social security number and then encrypt that data using our encryption utility. And we get the encrypted value and substitute that in our test data sheet. So we can paste as many test data, encrypted data as we want in the sheet, and the automation script will retrieve that encrypted data and decrypt it and then get the actual value to populate that in the application window. However, these decrypted value will not be displayed in the log or in the report. So what we see here is a sample number is being encrypted and the encrypted value is displayed from the utility. We'll copy that encrypted value and paste that in the test data sheet. This will be referred by the label SSN in our automation script, and this encrypted value is what we will see in the report and in the log. Now let's see this approach in action. First, I would like to start the utility and create a few encrypted values. For example, this is a sample sign-up scenario for which we are going to encrypt an email address and password which we are going to populate to create a new account. Let me type a sample email address like test, a random number, followed by a sample domain. And as we see here, this is the encrypted value for the actual data, this email address. We can copy this encrypted value and paste that under the email address field. Now, let us do the same for password. By using the same utility, we will encrypt a password like indium@123. This will be the encrypted value for our password. We can do the same by pasting the password under the password flag. So what our automation script will do is it will get the email address, the encrypted value, and the password as an encrypted value, and decrypt it internally with the utility inside the framework and populate the same in the application. We will not see a trace of the actual value in the log or in the report. Now let's go ahead, save this test data and start our execution. We will be starting our execution from the Circle CI repository. So what we see now here is the previous build and the latest build is number 39. So let me go ahead and push the test data which we modified now. We see that the test data Excel sheet is modified with the new encrypted value. Let me commit this with a message. And now let us push this code. So the push is successful. Now let's observe the build getting generated in the Circle CI. It's currently building the Maven test. After all these steps are done, installing the dependencies and things, our test is begun. What we see here is previous execution log. Let me refresh the screen. And this is the current execution which we triggered few seconds ago. It's currently running the sign up test case. This is at the end of the execution, and the build is success. So once the build is success, so the following post build steps like saving the cache, saving the results, uploading the artifacts, all are done. Now let's have a quick look at the log and check whether we see any sensitive data. This is the execution log, but what we see here, when we try to type the email, it's just displaying what the encrypted value, but not the actual value. And the same goes for the password. This is the encrypted value that we type. But for other areas, you see, we can see the actual zip code or the state that we have selected from the drop down. All the same type keyword is displaying the actual test data, but here it's actually displaying the encrypted data. Now let's check whether we see the same observation in our artifact or not. Let's open the report. And as expected, the encrypted value for email and the encrypted value for password were observed here. So to summarize, we utilized our encryption utility to encrypt our sensitive data and then populate that in our data sheet, and then finally use that encrypted data inside our script. Nowhere from the script trigger, build, and execution, and even at final report, we have not seen any sensitive data or any actual data displayed or leave a trace anywhere. Thank you.